Good morning. It is Wellness Wednesday, and this one is for my herb mamas out there. I'm going to answer common questions parents have about herbal medicine for their children. So, I hope you're having a good week. This week is crazy. There is a full moon that happened early this morning, and its effects were felt Monday, Tuesday, today throughout the rest of this week. So on my feed, I posted a little astrology if you need a little guidance to get you through this insane week. But sticking with my theme from Monday's motivational was about to be childlike and playful and treat yourself like a child with self-love and patience and celebration. So I thought I would cover herbal medicine for kids. Good morning for my herb mamas out there. The number one question I get is this safe? Is herbal medicine for children safe? And absolutely, if you have the right information, it is very safe as feeding them food, and actually safer than some of the foods that we feed the children. A lot of times we feed kids food-like products, not real food. And food is medicine, and herbs are just pure, potent, proven through hundreds of years of use. So you want to choose herbs that are non-toxic to adults, and then they're non-toxic to children as well. And I work with children that are 2 years and up. Infants, we can work with very gentle, mild, safer solutions for infants, but 2 and up is kind of a safe zone for you as a mom to start to experiment on your own with medicine that is herbal for kids. The herbs should not be bitter, they should not be astringent, they should not be spicy. You're not going to get a kid to take those anyway, and if they don't like something when it's herbal, it's usually not for them anyway. And then not hormonal. You don't want it to have any hormonal effects. Things that herbs you would use for menopause and herbs you would use on the elderly are not, meant for children. You want to choose herbs that have a food-like quality. So chamomile, you can eat chamomile, and a child can also consume chamomile. So again, food is medicine, food-like properties when it comes to herbs for kids. Now, how do you get those little buggers to take herbs can be a little tricky. A gift if they can swallow capsules. However, sometimes you need half a dose or a fourth of a dose, and you're going to have to buy empty capsules and split your capsules up to get them in your child. It's easier to work with herbs and make them into teas. So let's go back to chamomile. Putting 3 capsules of chamomile in a cup of water, letting that cool off. Maybe you need to sweeten it with a little honey. If the child is over 1 year old for that honey, you can do that. And then just microdosing children. So giving them smaller amounts and more frequently is a safe, easy way to help your child with herbs being used as medicine. And then liquid herbal options. I have a slew of formulas, about 6 of them that I use frequently that are liquid herbs, and it's just easier to put them on a spoon, stir them into applesauce, yogurt, cereal, right down the hatch with these liquid herbs are a lot easier. But I do have also a nut butterball recipe. So if the child is, over the age of being at risk for nut allergies, I have a nut butterball recipe that you can mix up these balls and add the herbs into that, roll them up, and they got their little medicine balls. So if you'd like that recipe, go ahead and DM me and I will get it to you. And then the next question I get is dosages. And so most dosages, let's go back to the chamomile again, it's just easy. A serving of chamomile, so a dosage on a label of chamomile, is for an adult of about 150 pounds. So mark that somewhere in your mind or your notebook that when you're looking at a label, it's for a 150-pound average size person as a maintenance dose. So if we're working with a kiddo that weighs half of 150, we need half the dose. If we're working with a child that is only 1/4 of 150, we need that little bit. So you'll run the math on that. And again, small frequent doses for children. So now what do I recommend most frequently when I'm working with kids? Chamomile, because it calms the nerves in the tummy aches, helps kids sleep, good for colds and flus, wonderful to help with a fever. Activated charcoal should be in your medicine cabinet, never be without it. It stops vomiting and diarrhea on a dime. You can mix it with a little water to make a paste and put it on a bug bite or a bee sting or something that is oozing, draws everything out, spider bite. So I'm always not without my charcoal. Travel with charcoal. It has saved vacations for people when they get an upset stomach from bad food, bad water, bad environment. Charcoal. Elderberry is good for preventing and recovering from colds and flus, and there's elderberry teas and elderberry gummies and elderberry capsules, very easy to work with. Lobelia I use topically, and it is wonderful for spasms and coughs and also sleep. And so I know a child that from the top of the spine to the bottom of the spine, lobelia is placed on that child, and it just brings about a nice calming sense for this child that suffers from a very tight spasmic condition that she has. Oregon grape, great to have on hand. It tastes good. It's a good liquid, good for bacterial and fungal infections. Slippery elm comes in a canister. It is so nutrient dense. For tummy soothings, you can even sprinkle that on a baby's diaper and use it for diaper rash. But it is so nutrient dense that if we have a child that is not able to gain weight or has poor digestion, slippery elm is wonderful. I use it for the elderly often in nursing homes that are wasting away. So slippery elm is wonderful for that, very soothing to their stomach as well. So here's a list of formulas that I already have in liquid. So if you want the easy button, you don't want to go and try to figure things out on your own, I've got you. I use an ear formula for earaches and nauseousness and all kinds of things that go on with the dysfunction of the ear. Blood purifying formula I have, and that's great for any skin, so eczema, rashes, acne. I have a cold and flu formula. I have an antiviral formula, an allergy and lung formula, and a stress formula. All of these are for children but can also be used for adults that do not like to swallow tablets or capsules. So all you have to do is reach out to me in Messenger. That's my best source of communicating and keeping track of everyone. I get emails and phone calls and text messages and hunted down a million different ways, but I track best through Facebook Messenger. So I would appreciate it so much if you would use that about your herbal questions for your kiddos. And I'm happy to get those herbal formulas in your hands to help you start being an herb mama and taking care of your kids holistically. Enjoy the rest of this week, okay? Hang in there. My mantra right now is, it is not a bad life. It is just a bad day or a bad week. And when bad things happen, good follows. Bad things are here to teach us a lesson. Try to learn it. Some of us are slower learners than others. I can be stubborn myself. So push on through this week, and the weekend is coming, and that is the time to relax, to rejuvenate, to celebrate, to be wild, to be a child, to be fearless, to have some freaking fun already. Okay, so give yourself some grace, hang in there, and take care, and I'll see you on Monday for Monday Motivation. Bye.